Children, welcome back to your social class. I'm your social teacher Aisha. Children, in previous class you studied about the prairies, right? We have started with the chapter 7, prairies. What are prairies, children? They are known as grasslands, right? Prairies is known as grasslands in North America. Who gave this name? French explorers gave the name prairies in North America. What are prairies, children? Grasses. Tall grasses are known as prairies. Prairie is the ocean of the grasses. Prairie is also known as ocean of the grasses. Then we read about the climate over there. Climate is neither too climate is too hot or too cold. Too hot in summer, too cold in winter, and moderate rainfall in summer. Then as well as we have winter showers over there. Winter showers is nothing but a snowfall. Then what are the crops that is grown over there? We grow over there barley, wheat, millet, oat, corn, rye and cotton. Right. Now we are going to study about the animal life. The prairies provide a home to large herbivores. Some of these include bison, zebras, rhinoceros, antelopes and wild horses. Carnivores like lions and wolves are also found in this region. Other animals of this region include prairie, dogs, skunks, coyotes, snakes, foxes and badgers, etc. So apart from apart from the food, apart from the agricultural, what and all animals you can find there. It is home for large herbivores. What is the meaning of herbivorous, children? Yeah, animals which eat only plants are known as herbivorous. So you can find lot of herbivorous over there. Some of these include bison, zebras, rhinoceros, antelopes and wild horses. What are the animals that are present in the prairies which are also herbivorous? They are bisons, zebras, rhinoceros, antelopes and wild horses. And who are the carnivorous? One who eats only flesh. Carnivorous are those one who eats only flesh. Like lions and wolves are also found in this region. Apart from this, there are dogs. Dogs is an omnivorous. It will eat flesh also. It will eat other this also. Whatever food will provide that also it will eat. Skunks, coyotes, snakes, fox and badgers. Okay, these are the animals that are present in prairies. Now if we come for the life of the people. Life of the people. First we studied about the animals. We have their herbivores also. And we have carnivores also. And apart from that, we have omnivorous. Dog is the best example for omnivorous, dog and humans, right? Then, life of the people. If you come for the life of the people, how people stay over there? Main occupation of the people living in the prairies are farming and cattle rearing. What is the occupation there? What people exactly does for their livelihood is? One is farming. What is the farming? One who grows the crops. Farmers you have, right? Who is farmer? One who grows the crops. Farming is that one who take care and who is in the agricultural field. And cattle rearing, taking care of the animals also or looking after animals. The soil here is fertile. Obviously, grass is growing. The soil is fertile over there. This makes it perfect for agriculture. Always, children, the fertile soil is perfect for agriculture. If soil is infertile, you cannot grow even single grass over there. If the soil is fertile, you can grow many crops over there. Wheat is a main crop. Wheat is a main crop. Which is a main crop over there. In previous session also I said wheat is a main crop over there. They produce tons and tons of wheat. And they export to other countries also. Farmers produce enough wheat for the whole country and also for export. So farmers will produce enough. Enough means it should be consumption by the whole country. After consumption also they will export it to other countries. Exporting means what, children? Sending to different countries. Importing means getting from different country to our country. Okay. That is why the prairies are called as wheat basket of the world. So what is the prairies? Wheat is known as wheat basket of the world. Prairies are also known as what, children? Wheat basket of the world. Okay. Because why? Because it produces tons and tons of wheat. It makes the USA the largest wheat exporter of the world. It makes the USA. USA is a country, right? So tons of wheat they are producing, and it makes the USA, because they're selling the wheat, right? They're exporting the wheat, so it makes the USA as the largest wheat exporter of the world. The farm work is done here using modern methods. First, earlier they used to till, right? They used to sow the seeds, then they used to graze cattle on that, right? But now they are using with the modern methods. Ploughing, sowing, harvesting, threshing is etc. is done with the help of machines. Ploughing means what, children? With the help of plough, they will dig the land. Sowing, farmers will go each and every wherever they have ploughed it, they'll go each and they will sow the seed. Harvesting and threshing. Harvesting and threshing is nothing as taking it and threshing it, bringing all the seed grains to the one particular place. Earlier people used to do so much of work, but now with the help of machines, the life has become very easy. The storing of food grains in these silos is also done by machine. Silos is a big machine. It is also known as excavator. It is very big machine. What they will do, they'll take all these wheat grains and they'll put in the silos. It's a very big machine. Okay, they'll put it in the silos. There are only few workers are needed to cultivate large areas of thousands of hectares. Because the machines are there, it make the life of the people very easy. So they don't need many of the people for this. They only need less amount of people, because all the work is done by machines itself. The western part of the prairie is hilly. What are the directions we have? North, south, west, east. So whatever the western part is there, it's very hilly. Which part is hilly, children? Western part is very hilly region. Here the land is less fertile, as they have hills over there. If the hills are there, obviously there are rocks and stones over there. Because of that, the land is very less fertile over there. They can't grow so much of crops. Rainfall is also scanty. Scanty means what? Very less. Rainfall is also very less over there. In this region, animal rearing is more popular than farming. In this region, they will leave the animals to go and graze over there. Okay. Thousands of hectares of lands are used for rearing cattle and horses on commercial farm called ranches. So there are thousands of hectares, means much big land they are taking, but not only for the farming purpose, but for the cattle rearing purpose also. They will keep it the horses over there, that are known as ranches. Ranchers live in large farmhouse called homestead. So ranchers means whatever the horses or whatever the animals that are living, they live in a farmhouse called homesteads. Cowboys are employed by the ranchers for herding the livestock. Have you heard about cowboys and cowgirls? They'll be having a hat in their head, and they'll be having a rope on their arms, right? They're all cowboys. They will take care of this ranchers. They'll take care of this cattle, okay? Especially horses. They'll take care of this horses. Cowboys are employed by ranchers for herding the livestock. Okay, children, ranchers are those one who owns that actually. Ranchers are those people, okay, one who owns ranchers. See, thousands of hectares of lands are used for rearing cattle and horses on commercial farm called ranches. So means here, ranchers, whatever the stocks is there, whatever the horses or whatever the cattle is there, that is particularly called as ranchers. And one who takes care or one who owns, they are known as ranchers. Okay, one who takes care or one who owns, they are called as ranchers. Ranchers live in a large farmhouse called homestead. So ranchers, the people who take care of them, they live in a homestead. And they employ some other people called cowboys. These cowboys, what they will do, they will take care of ranches. Okay, they will be having hat over their head, and they will be having a rope on their arms. If you have seen them, you would have known. Okay, they will take care of this livestock. Cattle are reared mainly for meat. So cattle are reared. Why cattle they will take care means mostly for the meat purpose. Okay. A large part of total meat is produced is consumed locally. A large part of the total meat produced is consumed locally. So whatever the meat they produce, whatever the cattle they produce now, much more means more than half, they themselves will consume, they themselves will eat. Instead of this themselves will eat, remaining they will export it. Okay, remaining they will sell it to different countries. The rest is exported to Europe. This exported to, they will next export it to Europe. Prairies are rich in petroleum, natural gas, and lignite coal. So, what are prairies are rich in? Prairies are rich in petrol, natural gas, as well as lignite coal. These are mined in large quantities here. They will do mining over there with large quantities. They will get tons and tons of this mining. Ore crushing factories and oil refineries have been developed. So what are the factories that have been developed is ore crushing factories and oil refineries. Why? Because they have mining, because they have minerals beneath there. The important industries in prairies are meat packing factories and flour mills. As I said, they are famous in cattle rearing as well as wheat. Okay. So what are the industries and what are the machines especially they will use is meat packing and flour mills. The life of people in the prairies is difficult, though the use of machinery and new technologies have improved their way of living to a great extent. Obviously, doing farming work, taking care of cattle is very difficult. But since the missionaries are there, somehow they have led their life with great extent. Okay, children, let me repeat everything once. Animal life provides a home. There are many animals over there, including herbivorous, carnivorous, as well as omnivorous. Herbivorous are bison, zebras, rhinoceros, antelopes, and wild horses. Carnivorous are like lion and wolves, and omnivorous like dog, snakes, coyotes, fox, and badgers are found. This will come under animal life. And if we go for the life of the people, the main occupation of the people living in prairies is farming and cattle rearing. Farming is nothing but as doing agriculture. Cattle rearing is nothing but as taking care of cattle. Okay, wheat is a main crop. It is also, prairies are known as wheat basket of the world. Okay, because they will sell they will export lot of tons of wheat. What they will do after taking this wheat from the grasslands, they will place it in they'll put it in the silos. Silos is a big machine. In that they will place it down. It is also known as excavator. Okay, and the western part of the prairies is very hilly because they have very less part because they can't farm or do any farming over there because it's very hilly and there is scanty of rainfall over there. But they will leave it for cattle rearing over there. Okay, and we have ranches over there. Ranches is nothing but as ranches, thousands of hectares of land of used for cattle rearing and horses commercial farm called ranches. They will use thousands of hectares of land for cattle rearing. Okay, the people who keep this are known as ranchers. Ranchers will appoint a cowboys to look after them. Okay, then most of the meat will be eaten by the people of prairies only. Remaining they will export it for Europe. Then if you come for mining, natural gas, petroleum and lignite coal is very mined over there. It's done in tons and tons, and well as some of the machineries which they have established is ore crushing factories and oil refineries. They have been developed over there. Apart from meat packing and wheat flour machines also have been done there. Okay, children, so this was the prairies. I want everyone to take out a textbook. I'll finish all the exercises. I want you to mark it. Okay, children, please take a textbook and mark it in a pencil. Yemen. Okay, children. So most of the option record of page number 243. Exercise part. Yemen. Take the correct option. Most of the grasslands of the world are found in the temperate region. Option B. In South America, the grasslands are called pampas. Prairies is called in North America. Grasslands are called downs in Australia. The word prairie means grassland. The most important river that passes prairie region of the North America is Mississippi. Then fill in the blanks. D mean prairies have dash summers and dash winters. Hot summers and cold winters. Hot and cold. Okay. North America prairie region is referred to the dash basket of the world. Wheat basket of the world. Write neatly, children. Dash is a major tributary of river Mississippi. Which is it? Missouri. main crops of prairies are wheat and barley. Next we have true or false. There are three, I'll write it here. There are tall trees in prairies. There are tall trees in prairies. No, it's a false. They have very rare trees in prairies. The prairies stretch from Canada to Mexico. True. Steppers are found in Australia. False. What is found in Australia? Where? Downs. Machineries reduce human labors on ranches. False. And ranches, how can one day people can take care of animals, right? Machine can't take. There are no trees in grassland. True. Then match the following. Steppes will be Russia. Veld will be in South Africa. Downs will be in Australia. Prairies North America. Pampas South America. Savannas will be Central Asia. So what will be your answers will be for D main is 4, 5, 1, 3, 6, 2. Okay children, please copy in your textbook. Any doubts you'll definitely meet in our interactive session. Okay children, if there is spelling mistake, you are not able to see from the board, make sure you turn the textbook page and write it children. Okay, meet you in our interactive session children. Bye bye, take care.